Hi koalas, happy Friday. It's time for another video. Today we are going to hear a story that's called Tops and Bottoms, and it's written by Janet Stevens. And today, before we start, we're going to talk a little bit about prediction. So what prediction is it's when a reader takes clues from the story and makes a smart guess about what's going to happen next. So when I read this today, I'm going to stop at a certain point and then we're going to try to predict what's going to happen next. Okay, are you ready? Here we go. Tops and bottoms. This book is kind of cool because it's an up and down book from the top to the bottom. The whole book is that way, not just like the ants where part of it was, the little ant book. This one is the whole book. Look at all these vegetables. They're talking about plants. This week, I thought this would be a good one. What do we have here? What's this? Carrots, celery, cabbage, turnips, maybe, radishes, corn. How many of these things do you like? Vegetables are good for you. All right, here they are growing. Remember, the part about these vegetables is there's things that grow under the ground. Carrots grow under the ground. These are root vegetables. So their root is what you actually eat. And then the green part, this part that comes up like this, you wouldn't eat as much. This part you would, but it's pretty cool. All right, here we go. Tops and bottoms. Once upon a time, there lived a very lazy bear who had lots of money and lots of land. His father had been a hard worker and a smart business bear, and he had given all of his wealth to his son. But all the bear wanted to do all day long was just sleep. Not far down the road lived a hare. Do you know what a hare is? It's another name for a bunny, like a wild bunny. Although Hare was clever, he sometimes got into trouble. He had once owned land too, but now he had nothing. He had lost a risky bet with a tortoise and had sold all of his land to Bear to pay off the debt. Hare and his family were in very bad shape. The children were so hungry. "Father Hare, we must think of something," Mrs. Hare cried one day. So Hare and Mrs. Hare put their heads together and cooked up a plan. Here, I'm going to show you all those little kids. Look at that big family. Look, they're living in a shoe. Let's see what the plan is. The next day, Hare hopped down the road to Bear's house. Bear, of course, was asleep. "Hello, Bear, wake up. It's your neighbor Hare, and I have an idea." Bear opened one eye, and he grumbled.
"We can't be business partners."
Oh, no, wait. Bear opened one eye, and this is what Hare said. "We can be business partners. All we need is this field right here in front of your house. I'll do the hard work of planting and harvesting, and we can split the profit right down the middle." "Yes, sir, Bear. We're in this together. I'll work and you can sleep."
"Huh?"
said Bear. "So what will it be, Bear?" asked Hare. "The top half or the bottom half? It's up to you. Tops or bottoms?"
"Oh, let's see,"
Bear said with a yawn.
"I'll take the top half, Hare, right tops."
Hare smiled. "It's a done deal," he said. Look at how Bear is sleeping now, all sprawled out on the chair. And here they are working. Let's see what it says. Bear went back to sleep, and Hare and his family went to work. Hare planted, Mrs. Hare watered, and everyone weeded. Bear slept as the crops grew. When it was time for the harvest, Hare called out, "Wake up, Bear! You get the tops, and I get the bottoms." Oh, look at how he's sleeping now. Hare and his family dug up the carrots and the radishes and the beets. Hare plucked off the tops and tossed them into a pile for Bear, and he put the bottoms aside for himself. Look at that beautiful harvest of all those vegetables. And Bear wanted it. He wanted the tops. Bear stared at his pile.
But Hare, all the best parts are in your half.
You chose the tops, Bear, Hare said.
Now, Hare, you've tricked me. You plant this field again, and this season I want the bottoms.
Hare agreed. It's a done deal, Bear. So Bear, of course, went back to sleep, and Hare and his family went to work. They planted, they watered, and they weeded. Bear slept as the crops grew. See him sleeping on his porch? And there he is. When it was time for the harvest, Hare called out, "Wake up, Bear! You get the bottoms, and I get the tops." Let's see how he tricks him this time. Hare and his family gathered up the lettuce and the broccoli and the celery. Hare pulled off the bottoms for Bear, and he put the tops on his own pile. Look at the tops he took. He took some lettuce for the tops. You can eat that part, can't you? Oh, and the celery too. Bear got the roots. Bear looked at his pile and he scowled. "Hare, you've cheated me again." But Bear, Hare said, "You wanted the bottom this time." Bear growled, "You plant this field again, Hare. You've tricked me twice, and you owe me one season of both tops and bottoms." "You're right, poor old Bear," sighed Hare. "It's only fair that you get both tops and bottoms this time. It's a done deal." Okay, this is the part where we're going to stop and make a prediction. What do you think is going to happen now? So Hare tricked him twice. Do you think he's going to trick him a third time? Think about that. What is he going to do? What's going to happen next? Let's see. Well, Bear went back to sleep. If you predicted that, you were right. So Bear did go back to sleep, and Hare and his family went to work. They planted, they watered, they weeded, and then they watered and weeded some more. Bear slept as the crops grew. When it was time for the harvest, Hare called out, "Wake up, Bear! This time you get the tops and the bottoms." Here's the way he tricks him. There in front of Bear's house lay a high field of corn. Hare and his family yanked up every corn stalk. Hare tugged off the roots at the bottom of the corn stalks and the tassels at the top, but then he put the ears of corn in the middle and placed them in his own pile. He didn't say anything about middle, so now Hare's taking all of the middle stuff. Bear rubbed his eyes and he watched. "See, Bear, you get the tops and the bottoms, and I get the middle." "Yes, sir, Bear. It's a done deal." By now, Bear was wide awake. Look at his face. He is mad. That's it, Hare, he hollered. "From now on, I'll plant my own crops and I'll take the tops and the bottoms and the middles." Hare and his family scooped up their corn and hopped down the road toward their house. There's Bear working. Never seen him work before. Look at that. Bear never again slept through the season of planting and harvesting. Hare bought back his land with the profit that he made from the crops, and he and Mrs. Hare opened up a vegetable stand. And although Hare and Bear learned to live happily as neighbors, they never became business partners ever again. That's the end. What do you think of that story? Did you predict right? Did you think anything about the middles? I didn't until I read the story. I think that's so funny. Okay, so here is what you're gonna do today for your little activity. It's a directed drawing activity. So I need you to pause this video right now and go and get yourself a piece of paper and something to press on. I'm just using an old clipboard to press on like this. And then you need like a marker or a pencil or whatever you need to write. We're gonna do a little drawing right here. So pause me and then go get your stuff. And then when you come back on, push play again, okay? Okay, now that you have your things, here's what we're gonna do. I need you to look at your paper, and on the top, let me get my little notes here. First thing I want you to draw on the top half of your page is a circle. So draw a circle, just like that. Remember, you can pause me if you need to catch up. Remember how we do that before? So anytime you need to pause, just pause. Then we're gonna do two little half ovals on each side, top part of the head, like that, just like that. The next thing you're gonna do is draw another oval on the bottom, just like that. You can kind of tell what it's gonna be now, right? All right, now we've got to do this part right here. We're gonna take a little thing here, we're gonna go down, slant down, and make a little loop. It's kind of like a backwards J, and then do a regular J on the other side, just like that. And now you're gonna add 3 little lines on each side. What do you think those are? Claws. Okay, now we need to draw some feet. So you're gonna draw little ovals on the bottom for one foot, another oval on the bottom for the other foot, just like that. Starting to look more like a bear. And now we have to add eyes, 2 little dots for eyes. And then you're gonna do an upside down U under the eyes. It's gonna be part of his nose. And then let's make the nose part here. And then the smile, a line down, like that. Pretty cute. Okay, now you gotta make 2 little C's inside of his ears, like that. And last, we've gotta do a belly, because he's got a nice big belly. There we go. There's the belly. You like that? All right, so I did this project before when I colored it for you. So this is what it looks like before it's done. And now here's what it looks like after it's all colored. Pretty cute, huh? You can go and color it. I added some details to help me remember what happened in the story. There's hair. There's the corn, there's the carrots, there's the radishes. A lot of times when you're trying to remember the details of a story, if you make some drawings about it, it'll help your brain remember what happened in the story because you can visualize some of the details from the story. So go ahead and make one of these and then send us a picture. We want to see it on our group text for our phone, okay? I love talking to you guys. I miss you. I hope you have a really good weekend and stay safe and have fun with your family. And we'll see you on Zoom on Monday. If anybody needs anything, make sure you call. Okay, thanks. Love you. Mwah.